Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. The give. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. Breaks the tackle. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Tulane's offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Trying play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Working on the right. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. The running back has it. He breaks a tackle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Green Wave. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. An explosive run, and he gets it all the way up to the 50-yard line before going out of bounds.
And the defense was not ready for that at all. You see a guy go in motion, you got to have a thought process now as a safety to start coming down, getting ready to make a play on that jet sweep. I would not be surprised if the offense, after getting that first down, says, okay, we're going to come back to this, and maybe several more times in this football game.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right, you see that blocking and all the holes open up. That's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
When you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, man on man. It was brutal up front.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Might be changing the route. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Harris back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Navy comes to the line facing 2nd and short. The jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and short, the power run here. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Flips it out to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Across the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Got some room in under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year. But I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Runs for the tackle.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The green wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Harris will throw. Snagged in the middle, Mitch Best.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run it on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Catch it in the middle, it's Brooks. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Navy quick to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Russell. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Keeps it himself and gets the first. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Hankins. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. Quarterback may change this route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And the offense stays on the field with just a couple of tick-tocks left on the clock. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you?
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
There he goes. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Tulane right back to the line. They go to the ground. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They are really clicking trucking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulane.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Harris back to pass. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Gives him the big stiff arm. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Green Wave hoping that huge run puts momentum on their side. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Quarterback using all of the receivers at his disposal. This time he found the fullback.
Right, and it's nice to have a guy that can block and obviously have the versatility to also catch the football, you know, so you can mix it up and keep that defense guessing.
Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. Trying to keep this drive alive. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Tulane right back to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He'll do it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The play action fake. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still the little ground covered. Pick up the first. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. They'll ride the hot hand. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. They'll try the right side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Touchdown, Green Wave! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the... and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 10 over Arizona. He'll serve. if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Navy will have to punt it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tulane right back to the line. Going with the ground game left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Going for the marker on the ground. Fights off the defender. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Turning it on! He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He'll try to pop the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, you know, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job. Stopped the play for no gain.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Under fire. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.